Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I know it's been a while since I've come in here live, but man, it's been crazy for the last 6 weeks. Seeing it all over, but anyway, coming in here today to kind of speak to you while I'm driving. Always fun times doing that, right? But listen, I wanted to come in and let you guys know about something. We've got there's a crazy opportunity in front of each and every one of you to be able to tremendously increase the amount of sales you have, and I'm talking to everybody in the manufactured home industry. There's a tremendous opportunity for each and every one of you to be able to increase the amount of sales that you've got going on. I don't care what part of the country you're in, because it has to do with something that's not going to cost you extra money. It's not going to cost you extra time. It's simply going to take you caring to make a difference. Okay. So what do I mean? You've heard me talk about empathy and all that. Look, I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about something different. So earlier today, I had a phone call because we're trying to improve some of the stuff we're doing on our end from a business standpoint for you, right? We were talking about how can we improve what we do for our clients, especially for those of you who are reaching out to us as a sales consultant or community manager, those of you that are taking the initiative on your own, how can we do better for you? And after I got done with that call, we came up with a consensus on some things that we need to improve, we need to do better. But ultimately, it came down to what kind of an experience are we providing you, right? What is it like when you deal with MH Sales Mastery, whether it's that you're buying a product or downloading something off our website or whatever it is? How much of an impact is that making on you, the actual experience? But then also on our end, how much are we showing what that experience looks like, right? And so that made me think. Like, you're probably wondering yourself, what does that mean? What does that have to do with us selling houses? It's the same darn thing when you stop to think about it, right? You've heard all about social selling. You've heard all about the need to use social media for you to be able to help as many people as possible, right? And they can get to see what you do, how you do it, all that good stuff. Yes, great stuff. We all need to do it. The other thing we got to keep in mind, and we all know this, stories sell, right? You hear all the time from folks that you may have learned the business from, or that you've trained with, that you've got to use stories. You got to tell stories to be able to, excuse me, to be able to get your buyers to buy into you. Well, I'm going to take it a step further for you. What you need to be doing, one is you need to be providing your buyer an exceptional buying experience, and that goes beyond the normal stuff. Okay, I'm not talking about just are you answering their questions, and are you showing them the right houses, are you asking for the business. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm referring to, folks, is providing them a buying experience that makes an impact. How are you delivering to them? How are you delivering the whole experience to them? From the way you look to the way you speak, but even on top of that, not more important, but on top of that, is what is the whole environment in your office like? What what type of impact are you making in your overall presentation? Are you being a consultant or are you being a salesperson? And then on top of that, it's documenting that and then showing the public what it's like to be one of your clients. Now, I'm not saying walk around with a camera on you while you're dealing with your clients, right? That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is you should be documenting some of the yeses and the nos. When you ask for the business and they tell you yes, documenting some of that, videoing some of that, videoing them, interviewing them, what made them want to say yes? Why did they say yes? Whether it's the initial yes to move forward with an application, or especially for those that are closing, right? Getting them on video and documenting that. And also on the nose, for those people that decide not to move forward with you, man, you should ask them. Ask them if they wouldn't mind being interviewed and that you use it for your own marketing. Because people want to know that the reality of it, not everybody says yes. And when you can provide that perspective, when you can show people what it's like to deal with you, it's going to just, that story is going to build that buzz of people wanting to come in and meet with you. The other part of it is, as you're moving forward, they say yes and you're getting applications submitted, you're doing all these things, you should be documenting that journey. Document that journey and put it out there on your social platforms. Let people see behind the curtain. That's what people like nowadays. That's what people pay attention to. And that's also going to help them get a grasp on what it is to buy a home, and not just any home, but a manufactured home, right? From maybe when you're getting the applications ready, when you're submitting it online, maybe when you get a decision back from one of the lenders, whether it's a good one or a bad one, sharing all of that information, the journey. People get off on what's it like, and they just pay attention to those things. Because then when you do that, and for those folks that are in the market, that are thinking about purchasing a home, that maybe are considering buying a manufactured home, when they see and they run across you and they see all of this content, now they can envision themselves being part of that, going through, just outline the journey for them, but don't just do it with one customer. Do it with many, several. Make it part of who you are. Make it part of your brand, so that you can create that relationship with potential buyers that have not even met you, that you haven't met, that haven't even reached out to you. Because when they see how it goes, it's going to motivate them to want to be a part of that. And you're going to be the one who stands out. That's what I want to do. That's what I know. I know we have lots to improve in our buying process, so to speak. That's why I had that call that I did today with these marketing folks, because I know there's things we need to improve as a company, lots, right? And this is the one thing that stood out to me after the call. We need to improve our buying experience as a company. We do. The manufacturing. We need to do that. You need to do that. Especially because you have a whole lot more opportunities than what we do. You have a lot more buyers reaching out to you than we will ever have as far as clients for coaching or consulting, right? For sales training or consulting. But just like we need to tell that story, show what it's like to go through it, show what it's like to be a part of it, you need to do the same, is what's making an impact on folks. All right? You can't do anything about the economy. You can't do anything about whether or not prices go up or go down, or what's going on with tariffs or any of the rates. You got no control over Jerome Powell and whatever he decides to do with interest rates. But you do have control over what you do. You do have control over the marketing that you do or do not do. You do have control over whether or not you start to provide a better buying experience, and that you show that experience to the masses. Well, Caesar, where am I going to get all the time to do this? Look, let's be real. You're not selling all day. You're not making phone calls all day. You're not marketing all day. So the fact that you would take an hour, 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour out of your day to document, record, maybe edit. I'm not telling you got to digitally edit the thing. I'm saying just cut the start finish parts of it, and you start releasing that out, putting that out, showing it to folks. That maybe takes 30 minutes to 60 minutes out of your day. You're at the office anyway. Make it a part of your marketing process from here on out. Because I can almost guarantee the majority of you aren't. The majority of you are not working all day long. Let's be real. Okay? I don't say that to offend. I don't say that in any sort of way except for the fact that I know it's true. The majority of you are not. And so you can do these things that are going to make an impact rather than doing what you've always done or doing whatever the people around you are doing because they've been doing it for 10, 20, 30 years and that's how they've always done it. Times are different. The buying experience needs to be different. The economy is different. Why are you the same? Prices are different. Why are you the same? Rates are different. Why are you the same? So I just wanted to come in and share that with you guys because I really feel that that is a huge opportunity. There's a huge opportunity right there for you to start making a difference, for you to stand out above the rest when it comes to this stuff. Start to improve your buying experience. Second, document the journey. Document the journey and send it out. Let people see it. And you will see that people will begin to take notice. Friends, look, it's really that simple. It's really that simple where you can make this happen and you can do this differently and better. And that's going to help us all as a whole throughout the industry. Because at the end of the day, remember, man, we've got to be different. We can't expect to make a change if nothing changes. If nothing changes, nothing changes. You can't expect to bring in more business, increase market share, bring in people that normally would not buy a manufactured home. Your site built buyers that can't buy a site built home anymore. You can't expect to bring them in by doing the same old thing. Right? It's not just about price nowadays. It's about experiences. So create those experiences, document them, share them. All right. So as I let you go, that's what I'm going to come in to share because I didn't want to not put it out there for you guys. When we run across things or notice some things that are going to make a difference, and folks want to share with you guys, okay? And just know this: all we're asking for you in return is that you spread the word. Let's build the movement. Let's create the movement. Okay? Start spreading all this information with anybody else you know in the industry, and let's start revolutionizing the industry together. It's going to take all of us to make this difference. It's going to take all of us to make this change. It's going to take all of us to shift the perspective of the majority of America out there. You've got the government already coming on board, man. If you didn't hear about what's going on right now with from MHI and what's going on out in Washington, D.C., and these new changes that are coming into effect or that they're working on, man, the momentum is there. Now you've got to start getting the word out to the general public. You do. You're the ones who can make it happen. Don't sit back in your chair at your office and just think, I just got to post ads and get people in. No, man, we all have to do our part. We all have to raise our game and be better. Don't forget, we're here for you. MH Sales Master, we're the only group, man, advocating for you. sales force in the industry, sales consultants, sales managers, general managers, community managers, everyone in the space, retail and community. We're here for you. So all we ask is that you share whatever bits of information, put it out there, repost it, send it directly to folks, man. Get the word out and let's start making a difference all across the country. We already are. We want you to lock arms with us and let's go make it happen. It's gonna take all of us. We can make it. We can make it so. All right. You guys have a great Thursday. We're gonna be on the road the next 4 weeks. And probably well beyond that, guys. All right. We'll be in Houston all next week. I'll be in Tyler, Texas the week after that. I'm going to be in Phoenix, Arizona the week after that. I'm going to be up in North Texas the week after that. And there's so much other stuff already planned. So if maybe you're a general manager, or owner of a retail location, or maybe you're a community operator, or you're a group out there that has several communities, and you want to provide your team every opportunity possible by providing them the support and training and beyond that. We're here for you. Reach out to us. Love to jump on the call with you and see what we can come up with that would work for your teams, just like we're doing for others all across the country, man. Anywhere between 30 to 50% increase year over year in business. Heck, our top client is about to see a 200% increase in business compared to when we started working with them. All right, and that's more than just sales training, folks. There's a lot more to it. So get with us. We're here for you. We're here to help you take your life, your business, your career to a whole new level. Have a great Thursday. We'll be talking soon. Until then, my friends, as always, I can't wait to meet you.